The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. She. Let him kiss me with the kisses of your mouth, for your love is more wonderful than wine. The oils of your body are fragrant. The sound of your name is perfume. No wonder the young women love you. Take me with you and we will run. The King of Kings brings me into his chambers. We will delight and rejoice in you, sipping our fragrant love rather than wine. With good reason the young women love you. I am black and beautiful, O women of Jerusalem, like the goat-hair tents of Kedar and the silk pavilions of Solomon. Do not stare at me because I am so dark. It was the sun that shone on me, burning me. My mother's sons became angry with me and set me to work guarding their vineyards. But my own vineyard I did not keep. She. Tell me, my love, where do you feed your flock? Where does your flock rest at noon? Tell me, so I do not wander aimlessly among the flocks of your companions. He. Most beautiful woman, if you do not know, follow the tracks of the sheep and let your lambs graze near the tents of the shepherds. O woman, I shall compare you to a mare among the chariots of Pharaoh. Your cheeks are lovely under your sparkling bangles. Your neck glitters with strings of beads. We will make you bangles of gold with droplets of silver. She. While the king rests on his bed, my perfume gives off its fragrance. My lover is like a bag of myrrh lying between my breasts. My beloved is like a cluster of henna plucked from the vineyards of En-Gedi. He. You are beautiful, my love. You are beautiful. Your eyes are doves. Oh, love, it is you who are beautiful. You who are radiant. Our bed is fresh and green. The beams of our house are cedar and the rafters are cypress. I am a crocus growing on the plains. I am a lily growing in the valleys. My love among the young women is like a lily among the thistles. My love among the young men is like an apple tree among the trees of the forest. I long to sit in his shade and to taste his sweet fruit on my palate. He brings me into his vineyard. His banner of love flies over me. Oh, my beloved, feed me with raisin cakes, sustain me with apples, for I am faint with love. Let his hand lie under my head and his right hand caress me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me by the gazelles and does of the field that you will not arouse or stir love until love is ready to awake. Listen, do you hear? It is the voice of my love. Here he comes, leaping over the mountains, bounding over the hills. My love is like a buck, like a young stag. He is here, standing behind our wall. He looks through the window. He peers through the lattices. He raises his voice and calls to me. Rise, my love, my lovely one, and come away with me. The winter is past, the rains are gone, the buds appear on the earth. The time for singing has come. The voice of the dove is heard in the land. The fig trees form their first fruits. The blossoming vines give off their fragrance. Rise, my love, my lovely one, and come away with me. Oh, my dove, in the clefts of the cliff, in the secret places of the rock, let me see your face. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is clear and your face is beautiful. Young women of Jerusalem, catch the foxes, the little foxes who spoil the vineyard, for our vineyard has just come into blossom. My love is mine, and I am his. He feeds among the lilies. When the evening winds arise and the shadows flee, return, my love, and be like a buck or a young stag on the mountain of spices. At night, on my bed, I sought the one my soul loves. I looked for him, but I did not find him. I shall get up now and go about the city into the streets and open places, searching for one my soul loves. I asked for him, but I did not find him. The watchmen who go about the city found me. Have you seen him? Have you seen my love? I asked. A moment after they passed, I found him, and when I found him, I seized him, and I would not let him go until I brought him into my mother's house and into the bedroom of the one who conceived me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me, by the gazelles and the does of the field, that you will not arouse or stir love until love is ready to awake. The women. Who is she who comes up from the wilderness, surrounded by pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, and all the powders of the peddlers? Oh, look well. It is the bed of Solomon, escorted by 60 warriors. 60 of the mighty warriors of Israel surround the bed. Each one is skilled in battle, yet each one carries a sword on his thigh to protect him from the terrors of the night. From the trees of Lebanon, King Solomon had a palanquin made. Its posts are of silver, its headboard is of gold. The cushions are purple wool, and the insides are embroidered with the love of the young women of Jerusalem. Come, young women of Zion, come out. Come and look at King Solomon. He is wearing the crown his mother crowned him on his wedding day, the day of great joy of his heart. My love, you are beautiful. You are truly beautiful. Your eyes are the doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of goats screaming down the side of Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like 2 rows of sheep coming up from the washing. Each one has a twin, and not one is alone. Your lips are a thread of scarlet wool. Your mouth is lovely. Your brow is a fresh slice of pomegranate shining through your veil. Your neck is like a David's tower. The strands of your necklaces are placed one upon another. From the beads of your necklaces hang 1,000 shields belonging to the mighty warriors. Your breasts are like 2 fawns, twins of a gazelle browsing among the lilies. When the evening winds arise and the shadows flee, I shall return to the mountain of myrrh and the hill of frankincense. My love, you are beautiful. There is no blemish in you. My bride, come with me from Lebanon. Come with me from Lebanon. Come now. We will leap from the peak of Ammon, from the peaks of Senir and Hermon, passing the dens of lions and mountains of panthers. My sister, my bride, you have ravished my heart. You have ravished my soul with one glance of your eye, with one beat of your necklace. My bride, your breasts are beautiful. Your caress, my sister, is more wonderful than wine, and your scent more fragrant than any spice. Your lips drip honey, my bride. Honey and milk lie under your tongue, and the fragrance of your dress is the fragrance of Lebanon. A closed garden is my sister, my bride, a closed well, a sealed fountain. Your plants form an orchard of pomegranates laden with ripe fruit and sweet spices. Henna and nard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, branches of incense, myrrh, aloes. All the sweetest spices. The well in your garden is a fountain of living waters rushing down from Lebanon. Oh, north wind, awake, south wind, rise up, blow on my garden and let my spices flow. Let my love enter his garden and eat his sweet fruit. My sister, my bride, I have entered my garden. I have gathered my myrrh with my spices. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, friends, drink, and become drunk with love. I was sleeping, but my heart was awake. Listen, my love is knocking at the door. Let me in, my sister, my friend, my dove, my perfect one. Let me in, for my head is drenched with dew, and my hair is damp with the night mist. I have taken off my dress. Shall I put it on again? I have washed my feet. Shall I soil them again? My love thrust his hand into the opening in the door, and my insides quivered. I got up to open the door, and my hands dripped myrrh. My fingers were flowing myrrh on the bars of the door. I opened for my love, but he had turned and gone away. My soul fainted when I remembered the words he had spoken. I searched for him, but I did not find him. I called to him, but he did not answer me. The watchmen who go about the city found me. They struck me, they bruised me. The guardians of the wall took my shawl from me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me that if you find my beloved, you will tell him that I am faint with love.
Most beautiful of women, how is it that your beloved is so different from other men? How is your lover so different that you would make us swear like this?
My love is shining and ruddy. He is the tallest in a crowd of 10,000 men. His head is like burnished gold, his hair is black and curled like a raven's. His eyes are like doves near pools of water, washed with milk and brightly set. His cheeks are like beds of spices, banks of sweet-smelling herbs. His lips are lilies, dripping fragrant myrrh. His arms are like rods of gold set with beryl. His loins are the smoothest ivory adorned with sapphires. His legs are pillars of marble on foundations of gold. His is as wondrous to look at as the cedars of Lebanon. His mouth is full of sweetness. All of him is a delight. He is my love. He is my friend, O women of Jerusalem. The women respond, Most beautiful of women, where did your beloved go? Where did he turn? Tell us, so we can help you find him. My love has gone down to his garden. To the beds of spices he has gone to feed in his garden and to gather lilies. I am his and he is mine. He feeds among the lilies. My beloved, you are as lovely as the green fields of Tirzah, as radiant as Jerusalem, as awesome as an army with great banners. Turn your eyes away from me, for they overwhelm me. 60 are the queens, 80 are the concubines, there are young women without number, but one is my dove. She is perfect. She is her mother's only daughter. She is her mother's favorite. The young women who see her adore her. The queen and concubines sing her praises. Who is she who shines like the morning star, as lovely as the moon, as radiant as the sun, and as awesome as an army with great banners? I went down to the walnut garden to look at the first fruits of the valley, to see if the grapevine was in blossom, and if the pomegranates were in flower, and I do not know how it was, but my soul swooned, and I found myself in the chariot next to my prince. The chorus, Turn, 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 O Shulamite, dance for us so we can gaze at you. She, and what will you see when you gaze at a Shulamite as she dances the dance of two armies? And the chorus, O prince's daughter, how grateful are your feet in sandals. The curves of your thighs are like ornaments, crafted by artists' hands. Your womb is a moon-shaped goblet, never wanting for wine. Your belly is a heap of wheat surrounded by lilies. Your breasts are two fawns, twins of a gazelle. Your neck is like a tower of ivory. Your eyes are like the pools of Heshbon. By the gates of Bath Rabbin, your nose is like the tower of Lebanon, looking towards Damascus. Your head sits upon you like Mount Carmel. Your flowing hair is crimson. The king is held captive in your tresses. How beautiful you are, how lovely you are. You are love in all its delights. Your figure is like a palm tree, and your breasts are like clusters of dates. I am thinking I shall climb that palm tree and take hold of the branches. Then your breasts will be as soft as grapes. Your breath is fragrant as apples, and your kiss like spiced wine, flowing smoothly, stirring the sleeper's lips to speak. She, I belong to my beloved, and his longing is for me. Come, my love, to the fields. We will spend the night in the villages, waiting at dawn to go to the vineyards. We will see if the grapevines are in blossom, if the first buds of the grapes have formed, and if the pomegranates are in flower. There I will give you my love. All kinds of precious fruit wait at our door, precious fruit, new and old, which I have been storing for you. If only you were my brother who had nursed at the breasts of my mother, I could kiss you when I met you on the street, and no one would scorn me. I could bring you, I could lead you into my mother's house, and you would teach me. You would drink the spiced wine from the juice of my pomegranates. Oh, let his left hand lie under my head, and his right hand caress me. Young women of Jerusalem, swear to me that you will not arouse or stir love until love is ready to awake. The women, who is she who comes up from the wilderness leaning on her lover's arm? She, I woke with you. I woke you with love under the apple tree, there where your mother conceived you.
there where she who gave birth to you conceived you. Set me as a seal on your heart and as a seal on your arm, and let the page finally separate and turn. For love is strong as death, its passions are cruel as the grave, and its flashes of fire are the very flame of God. Many waters cannot quench love, nor can the flood sweep it away. If a man were to give all of his wealth to buy love, he would be laughed at and scorned. The brothers. We have a little sister, and her breasts are not yet formed. What shall we do for our sister on the day that her suitors arrive? If she is a wall, we will build the turrets of silver around her. If she is a door, we will enclose her in planks of cedar. She. I am a wall, and my breasts are like towers. I have found favor in my lover's eyes, and I am at peace. Solomon, you gave your vineyard at Baal Hamon to your caretakers. Each man had to pay for the fruit 1,000 pieces of silver. O Solomon, I take care of my own vineyard. Here are 1,000 pieces of silver for you, and 200 pieces of silver for those who guarded your fruit. My love, you sit in your garden, and your friends hear your voice. Let me too hear your voice. Then make haste, my beloved, and be like a buck or young stag on the mountain of spices.